I've already been through this bike. New cassette, new chain, new tyres, new pads in the brakes, checked everything over, we're good to go. It's all very well setting things up nicely, in good time for your trip, making sure everything's working for when you get there, but we want to make sure that bike gets there safe and sound. Baggage handlers don't exactly treat your pride and joy with the respect it deserves. So everything we can do in that area to protect our bike and make sure everything arrives in good condition, we need to try and do. Back in the day, you could quite often get away with just rolling your bike on up to the check-in, turning your bar sideways, and away it would be wheeled, put on the plane last, standing upright, not under a ton of other people's luggage. These days, you ain't going to get away with that. So you've got a number of options, from the very budget to the very expensive. Obviously, perhaps the lower the quality of the outer packaging, the box or bag that you're using, the more you're going to have to do internally in terms of padding it and making sure it stays in a good condition. At the very low end, you can visit your local bike shop and ask them if they've got any bike boxes around. Obviously bikes are delivered in these and they don't come out of the box damaged most of the time, so in theory if we pack it up nice and tight in there with a bit of padding, we can get away with a very low end, low cost travel option. Second option, slightly more expensive obviously than a free box, is a nice solid bike bag. This is kind of low end-ish, it's fairly thick, a little bit of padding in there, very tough material, no wheels to drag it around, so you've got to carry it. That can make things quite hard work, and yeah, airports aren't particularly friendly when you're carrying that sort of amount of gear with you. There's a lot of staircases, escalators to get around and things like that, so a set of wheels is perhaps money well spent. Good solid construction, separate compartments in here for my wheels, various tool compartments, but at the end of the day I want to make life a little bit easier, and in spending a little bit more money, we can start to go to the higher end soft bags, whereby we've got a lot more in the way of considerations for looking after our bike. We've got fork stanchion mounts, we've got padded blocks to make sure that various parts of our bike aren't damaged in transit, lots of strapping to tie the bike securely in one place in the bag, and all important at the back end, we've got our wheels. It makes it eminently more friendly and